What's going on, sixth grade? I hope you guys enjoyed the snow over the weekend. And maybe we'll get some this week. Who knows? Uh, it's crazy. We've got a lot of snow this week and this winter, so hopefully we'll get some more. We'll see. But this is the lesson for the week of February 8th for sixth grade. The week of February 8th for sixth grade students. And we have finally made it, guys. I'm on code.org. Of course, you got to go through Clever. We've took a break. We've took 2-week break from coding. So we're going to dive back into coding this week. So going to code.org today. And we have finally made it to the last lesson. The last lesson under functions. Functions with artist is what we're on right now. Lesson 17. Now you notice 17 is a long one and these are getting tough. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to split this up into 2 weeks. So we'll be working on this week and then next week. Functions with artists. We're only going to be going to bubble 7 this week, okay? So please listen closely. Today, we're going to start at 1, and you're going to work all the way to bubble 7 only. Then next week, we will start at bubble 8 and complete this. So we're going to split this as we're getting into some more difficult ones. These take a little bit more time. So we don't want anybody frustrated, anybody getting stressed out. So we're going to split this up into 2 weeks. We're going to do bubbles 1 through 7 this week. Let's do the first one together, and then we'll let you try the others at home. And, of course, as always, reach out to me if you get stuck. The big thing is you got to read the instructions. Now, this first one is a prediction. You look at the code, and you click what will happen when you click run. Now, I've already answered it, and it is D. The artist will draw 2 squares with a small gap in between. So I'm going to run it. Okay. And the reason he does that is this new block, jump backward or forward. When you use that block, he literally is jumping. So he's not on the page. So he's not going to be drawing something. So if you need to add a gap, if you need to add a space, you'll want to use that jump block. It's jump so many distance, so many pixels, whatever you say. And when you use jump, it will not draw a line. I've had people, had students in the past that was a hard concept because they're like, Mr. Noakes, I want to draw a line here and I've got it going forward. Why is it not doing it? Because you've got it as jump forward. So make sure that you look at your code, review your code, and of course the green blocks are functions. Draw a square, and you're going to repeat this 4 times. So you're going to repeat. So the function's already been created. So as you see, it's going to be 4 times because there's 4 sides to a square. And move forward, then turn right, and then notice in between, jump. Okay, so you're going to jump backward. Let's run it again. So he draws the first one, he jumps backwards, and draws the same square again because you use the same function again. So you use that function more than once, it's going to draw that same shape. So you're going to make sure that you notice sometimes the function's created for you already. So that means you're going to not change that more than likely. If the function's already created, I would not change it. They're trying to help you. And this does a really good job of helping you. Please scroll down and look. It tells you how long to make your side. So in this case, the square is 75 pixels apart. So you're going to want to use that information to help you draw this line. Of course, it's got the same tabs. This is a new one called brushes. It just makes your line different colors. So be sure to use that. And of course, the light bulb is your hint if you need to get some help. And then, of course, this little guy, make sure you stay under the amount. And, there's a video I meant to watch. This is from Bill Gates.
One of the great things in computer programming is once you've taught a computer how to do an action, you can call that function again. And so you give it a name, and then you can call it, and that's really like extending the language. So in the program we built, we learned how to draw a square by moving and turning 4 times. And we can take that function and give it a name, draw a square, so that anytime we want to do that, we simply say draw a square, and it'll go back and invoke that function, that code, and so it'll get done for us. So we've added that concept to our programming language.
Okay, so that's Mr. Gates there, telling us why functions are so cool, because you're actually changing the coding language to what you need to be successful with. And of course, it saves a lot of time, because like on this one, you're going to need to draw 2 squares. So instead of putting all that code 2 different times, you can just use that draw a square block, okay? So you see it draws 1 block. You're going to have to figure out how to get to the next part of the glasses and draw the other part. Now, again, guys, you're going to start at 2, go to 3, 4, 5, 6. Once you get finished with 7, you're going to stop. So we're not doing the whole thing this week. I'm going to give you a break, and hopefully this will be less stressful on you guys. We're only going to be doing bubbles 1 to 7 this week, okay? As always, reach out to me if you need any help. And this is Lesson 17, Functions with Artist, Bubbles 1 through 7 is it's this week's lesson. All right, we'll see you guys. Hoping for snow. We'll see.